There's always a lot happening in downtown Hot Springs, but construction is about to happen downtown, specifically to the water infrastructure downtown. And with me today is Gary Carnahan, the city's engineering director, to explain more. Welcome, Gary.
Hey, good morning, Terry.
Good morning. Why are these improvements needed downtown?
Well, you can see that we have a lot of multi-story buildings downtown, all the way up to 14 stories high, but the upper floors can't be developed because they don't meet the new fire code. And the fire code would require that they install firewalls and new doors and flooring, but instead a cheaper alternative is to put in a sprinkler system. So the property owners, in order to help them, the city board has voted to invest by installing this new water main that will take water up to the edge of the building and save the property owners a lot of money and make it easier for them to connect to the water source for their sprinkler system.
Now, what does it cost to install sprinkler systems?
Well, it costs about $2 a square foot inside the building, but to get the water from the building up to the building is another large cost. And in this case, the city's going to invest $736,000 just getting the water to the building.
A major investment that our board of directors recently approved.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Right. Well, now let's ask for a description of the project. What is going to happen?
Right. There's a 16-inch water main in the center of our street, but it's a state highway, a 4-lane state highway, and we can't make individual cuts back and forth across the highway. So we're going to install a parallel 12-inch water main in the parking space about 2 or 3 feet off the curb line in the parallel parking area, and then stub out from that 12-inch main over to each individual business along the way.
And that's why we see what we do on the Rolando's building behind us.
Right, we did that.
Installed on the side of the building.
We did that recently, and we'll have 21 places where we'll have to cut the sidewalk, as we did here, and extend over to the building wall. Then they're able to connect onto that with their sprinkler system and install a fire department connection that the fire trucks can pull up and connect directly to help pressurize the system in their building to fight a fire.
Now, will the businesses have to be closed while this work is being done?
No, we're going to provide temporary entrance sidewalks and ramps across our utility cuts so they won't have to close. And then in the same way, the parking in front of the businesses, though, will have to be displaced, but we'll try to build the project in like 200-foot segments so that we're only displacing a few parking spaces at a time. And because, as you can see, all up and down Central Avenue, we have parallel parking, and every parking space is usually filled.
Right, just like today. Now, will the street itself have to be closed?
No, but in order to protect the safety of our workmen and storage of pipes and moving equipment up and down, we'll have to close off the interior lane temporarily just around the construction zone, and then back to 4 lanes again. So there will be 1 lane that will be displaced temporarily.
Okay. Now, are there other advantages of having the water main closer to the buildings?
Absolutely. All these buildings are old and have water services that they get their domestic water use from. As we build the new water main, we're going to tap new water taps and new service lines to each of their meters, and to give them a newer water service. And then also, from now on, once that new line is installed, if we need to do maintenance on those service lines, we don't have to go out into the highway. We have it right here close to the building.
So there are a number of benefits to this construction.
Absolutely. Not to mention, another benefit of installing this new system is that we're going to add 11 new fire hydrants just into this half-mile section of downtown. Tremendous improvement in the fire coverage for these tall buildings.
Excellent. Now, when will the project begin, and how long will it take?
We have already all of our permits and our contracts signed. Our submittals were approved yesterday, so we hope to start construction in 2 or 3 weeks and have it all completed by the end of this year.
Things are moving along. How exciting.
Yes, it'll be moving quickly. When we start, we wanted to move steady progress and not to displace, because we have a lot of fall tourists too, not just in the summer.
Right. Well, thanks for giving us a heads up on this very important project, Gary.
My
and
pleasure.
next week, we'll bring you more city news.